Good day, sir. I am Janice Malto of BED 1A, and our topic for today was all about Rizal's exile, trial, and death. But I'm going to focus only on Rizal's exile because the topic about his trial and death will be discussed by the other members of the group. Now let us proceed. On November 20, 1891, Rizal arrived in Hong Kong where he lived for 7 months. So, 7 buwan na nagstay si Rizal sa Hong Kong from December, January, February, March, April, May, June. Kaya, noong June 26, 1892, ay nasa Pilipinas na si Rizal. And he proceeded to Malacanang Palace to meet Governor General Despujol and discuss his Borneo colonization project. And after several days of the meeting, ay nasa Elias Street ng Tondo, Manila na si Rizal noong July 3, 1892. And he founded an organization in the house of Doroteo Onghunco. This is the symbol of the organization that he was founded. This is what we called La Liga Filipina. The purpose of La Liga Filipina was to build a new group that sought to involve the people directly in the reform movement. During the Rizal's exile, the organization became inactive, but through the efforts of Domingo Franco and Andres Bonifacio, it was reorganized. So nung dinala pala si Rizal sa Dapitan, yung organization ay naging inactive. Ngunit sa tulong ni Domingo Franco at Andres Bonifacio ay muli itong inayos at inorganisa. This is the picture of Jose Rizal and the other members of La Liga Filipina. Now, let us know the different reasons of Rizal's deportation. First, for publishing anti-Catholic and anti-friar books and articles. For having in possession a bundle of handbills, the Pobres Frailes, in which advocacies were in violation of the Spanish orders. For dedicating his novel, which is the Il Filibusterismo, to the three traitors also known as Gumburza. They are Gomez, Burgos, and Zamora. And lastly, for simply criticizing the religion and aiming for its exclusion from the Filipino culture. Noong July 14, 1892, Rizal and the other officers were heading to Dapitan. So nagsimula na nga na bumiyahe papunta doon sa Dapitan si Rizal at yung mga officers. And noong July 17, 1892, ay nakarating na nga sila sa Dapitan. Jose Rizal's exile in Dapitan from 1892 to 1896. So 4 years na nagstay si Rizal sa Dapitan. This is Rizal Park and Shrine. Sabay-sabay nating alamin kung anong uri nga ba ng buhay mayroon si Rizal sa kanyang mahigit 4 na taong pananatili doon sa Dapitan. In Dapitan, Jose Rizal had a very peaceful, happy, simple, and enjoyable life, and the way he lived, it was extremely good and deserving to be admired and copied. He made sure his stay in Dapitan would be fruitful, so he engaged in manifold activities. Alamin natin kung anong uri nga ba ng mga activities ang ginawa ni Rizal doon sa Dapitan. Rizal as a physician in Dapitan. His medical practice attracted many patients who were mostly poor. He put to good use the curative values of the Philippine medical plants, which he studied and doled them out to his poor patients who could not afford to buy imported medicine. He welcomed both affluent and indigent patients. So hindi nagpakita ng diskriminasyon si Rizal. Mayaman man o mahirap, lahat ay tinatanggap niya sa kanyang pagamutan. Rizal as an engineer. Rizal held the title expert surveyor while he was in Ateneo. In Dapitan, He applied his knowledge of engineering by constructing a system of waterworks in order to furnish clean water to the people. So, labis na nakatulong sa mga mamamayan doon sa Dapitan yung ginawang waterworks ni Rizal sapagkat dahil dito, nakakakuha na ng fresh at malinis na tubig ang mga tao doon. Rizal as an educator. The school started with the 3 pupils, and in the course of time, the enrollment increased to 16 and later 21. Instead of charging them with tuition fees, he made them work in his garden, fields, and construction projects in the community. So libre yung pagpapaaral ni Rizal sapagkat instead of charging them with tuition fees, ay in-encourage na lamang niya ito na tumulong sa kanyang garden at sa mga construction projects doon sa community. Rizal taught them reading, writing languages which are the Spanish and English, geography, history, mathematics, the arithmetic and geometry, industrial work, nature study morals, and gymnastics. Formal classes were conducted between 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. So, 2 hours yung pag-aaral nila. Rizal's contribution to science. Jose conducted scientific studies in the rich virgin field in Dapitan and collected specimens of animals and plants. He has an impressive assemblage of his study of 346 shells from 203 species. One of the most significant contribution of Jose Rizal to scientific world was when he discovered these 3 species, also called as Draco rizali, Apogonia rizali, and the Rhocophorus rizali. Draco rizali is a flying dragon, Apogonia rizali is a small beetle, and the Rhocophorus rizali, which is a rare frog. This is the community projects for Dapitan. He drained the swamps in order to get rid of malaria that infested Dapitan. 500 pesos payment of an English patient was used to equip the town with its lighting system, consisted of coconut oil lamps placed in the dark streets of Dapitan. For the beautification of Dapitan, he remodeled the town plaza with the help of Father Sanchez. They used a huge relief map of Mindanao out of earthstones and grass. So pinaganda talaga ni Rizal yung Dapitan dahil remodel niya yung town plaza sa tulong ni Father Sanchez. Ito naman yung mga literary works na nagawa ni Rizal doon sa Dapitan. Hymn to Talisay. It was intended to be a college song for the pupils he was teaching in Talisay. My Retreat o Mi Retiro. This poem portrays Rizal's serene life in his place of rustication. And the Song of the Traveler. It is a heartwarming poem written by Rizal when he was granted freedom to travel in Europe and work in Cuba as a physician. Ito si Josephine Bracken. She arrived in Dapitan in Feb 1895 with blind Mr. Taufer. Rizal and Josephine fell in love with each other at first sight. So eto na nga, na love at first sight si Jose Rizal at Josephine Bracken sa isa't isa. After a whirlwind romance of 1 month, they agreed to marry. But Father Obak, the priest of Dapitan, refused to marry them without the permission of the Bishop of Cebu. Pumayag na sana si Josephine Bracken na ikasal kay Jose Rizal. Ngunit, hindi ito pinayagan ni Father Obak dahil nga walang permiso galing sa Bishop ng Cebu. Kaya, naisipan na lamang ng dalawa na dito na lamang sa harap ng batong ito, ipahayag sa isa't isa ang kanilang tunay na pag-ibig at pangako sa isa't isa. The continuation of the discussion about Rizal's exile will be discussed by my groupmate. That's all po. Thank you.